Just hold up. I might be able to stack some like that. Yes. Okay. So I've got mushroom soup. I didn't put anything in there. I did get a fish. I'm going to stab a bird mid-flight. Devs, please. Look, I have needs, okay? I need to stab a bird as it flies through my house, all right? And they're just letting me down at this point. So, yeah. That's basically how I feel about it. That back. I do not have space for this shit. We could take the sippy cup with us. I could make... I don't think I could make 16 of these in a hot flash, but whatever. Do a couple. Give me some seeds. I could put gnarly looking meat on there, turtle meat. At least we know what this is now. I don't know why it needs to be stacked like that. But okay. Anyway. That back. I brought home some ore. I brought home a lot of ore, actually, now that I think about it. I'm going to need to find spaces. Alright, this shit's got to get out of here. That doesn't belong. That there. So I've got too much stuff in here. That's fine. I guess we can take advanced shit out of here and components and stuff out of here. Put the rubber, put the shark skin, like whatever goes. Sort that. Now, I do have a spare box here somewhere. I think it's this one. Yeah, let's put that shit in there. I won't find it. I'll be looking for this later. I'll be like, where did I put that? Give me. Put you in there. I've still got plenty of that. I do need these. Can top up. Honestly. Okay, I've got my little grenade balls. I've got to put away some seeds. I've still got like another slab of meat that can cook. Alright, give me a salad. Give me that salad. I'm pretty good for food at the moment. I'll eat that. Have a sippy cup. Put that in there. Alright. I'll go and get the rest of this shit from downstairs. And I don't think I'm going to... Oh. I was going to say, I don't think I'm going to go diving. So I'll just put this away. But I forgot that right click takes them. So, we took them. Can I take... It would be really nice if it only took what I needed. What do you call it? Sippy cups killing. Look, it just reminds me of... Because, like, I don't... It's like a mug, right? I'm sure it's supposed to be like, you know, a camper's mug. But I don't really have any, like, mugs that kind of look like that. All of my mugs are like, I don't know, really like tall, skinny little cup mug type things. With like the teeniest, tiniest fucking little handle thing on them. Because I've got small hands. And so every time I see that, I just imagine it's got like... You know, a drinkable spout or something. Oh, plus, come on, listen to this, okay? Listen to when she drinks. That's sippy cup activity right there. So, I mean, at this point, she's not proving me wrong. I need to store this shit somewhere else. Give me worms again. God damn it. I got shit to sell though. I don't know, there's that and there's a couple of other things in here I definitely referred to as something else. It's not where I was putting those. Hold on. Putting them in here. How do you stab birds mid-flight with her small hands? Or so I get it until he sounds like that. Yeah, look, if I could launch this thing, I would. It doesn't let me though. I wish it did. I would probably lose it. I'd probably make like 50 of them. I'd have like a dozen or so at all times in backup. But, you know what? The game won't let me have that kind of fun. Alright. If we're out of that, maybe I can stock up some shit. Put some more in here. Put some... Can I put... Yeah, wouldn't that? Let me go light the beacons. Fucking... Whoop. That's where that bird went. Nice. I killed that earlier. I just wasn't sure where it landed. That could have been the other bird that I actually killed that I couldn't find. Because I killed all the birds that were flying around because one of these motherfuckers made the mistake of flying into my house and spooking me. I wasn't okay with that, so they paid the ultimate price. And the funny thing is, if you kill them all, they still continue to squawk, even though there's no birds. So that was fun. It's getting... Fucking hell, it's getting dark again. I'm taking too long. I need to put glass in here, and I don't have anywhere to really put this, but it's fine. They can sit there for now. Get out of my inventory. Alright, I've got stuff haunted by birds. It really is. I had to check at one point because the shadows came back. Like the bird shadows started and I was like, oh, are the birds back or is it... Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold up. You. Push. Can I get back up here, please? Come on. Push the boat. Thank you. Where's the other one? Did it sink? I didn't have one sink, did I? Not still on this, is it? I saw one in the water. I thought I saw one in here too. And I don't know where it went. There it is. Thank you. Alright, well, I'll take off in another minute. I wish when I took all inventory that it didn't take everything. Like, I wish it only filled my inventory, but you know what? It's still early access and I've got to, like, give it a little way of, like, you know, fucked up room. Can fit that. Let me see if I can make, before I go, I need to build one of these downstairs, at least two. There's a spot they broke here. I need one about here, one about there. They'll do it. Cool. Let me go put the rest back. They'll probably fit in there just fine. All right, let's go, and I'm probably going to get attacked soon though. What is that? I'm not sure what that is. I feel like I'm going to get attacked real soon. There's marlins over there. I'm not seeing anybody swimming up. Sometimes you can see them swimming up like a while before they arrive. And then you can like get a few shots off and stuff. Alright. This is loaded. It's loaded enough. That's loaded. I've done that island. The only other one I want to do is over there. And I guess we'll go fuck that up unless I like get called back home, in which case I'll come back home. And I'll deal with it then. Alright. So, this is going to be harder because it's a lot darker now. But, it'll be fine. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Ah. So, I got rid of that place. I got rid of whatever was at the bottom of that. Cleared out that place. I don't know if... That wasn't... No, sorry, I cleared out over there. I think. I may have also gone over there. I'm not quite sure. I got turned around at least a couple of times. She's still got another tree. I need to take that tree. So that's the trader. And there's currently a Halloween trader over there as well. But she's got a tree that's growing back that I need to go steal. Actually, she's got a tree and a shrub that I need to go and steal. She's got a few birds too, so there's that too. Don't you worry, birds. I'm coming for you later. So there's a bridge like way over there. I want to take that sometime. I want to try building a base on that. I think that'd be great fun. Also, a lot of these islands look a lot closer than I really remember them being. But I've gone out quite a ways. I've gone out towards the borders and had a good look around. And it's not too bad. Sorry. There's a really nice iceberg really far out that I actually wouldn't mind trying to build on. The only problem is I don't think you get any like crabs or other, like obviously you don't get trees and shit grow on it. But it would be an interesting little place because it's just like really nice clear waters and all that. Now this place I recall had people with guns. Now it says that, what are they? The rubber duck marauders. Okay. So from memory... The Marauders have got, yeah, they've got a fuck ton of people. I've really got to go kill the slaves at some point. I think that's... Where are they? I think over there. I think that's their stuff over there. Either way. So, am I going to get dramatic music? Is there anybody here? Is there anybody... There's iron ore. There was cars here originally. A lot of iron ore. My person's cold. There's trees. There's algae. There's a lot of cotton. I could do with some cotton. Okay, I tell you what. If there's no threat, I'm just going to go and get resources. My base will probably get attacked and I'll probably have to like run home to be fine. To be fair, I do want to use the grenades and I don't think I should use them near home. But I'm going to. Don't you fucking worry about it. I'm definitely going to throw a grenade in the direction of my house. Hope for the best. Then be like sad about repairing it because obviously the worst will happen. Like if it takes out a pillar and topples it and I lose like all my mechanics, I'm building somewhere else. I've said this before. If it destroys it, I'll do that. If I'm in an event where I'm too far away from my home base, like genuinely too far away, and my base gets like majorly destroyed, as in like originally when it got completely wiped out and I had to rebuild everything, I will probably restart the game with a new map. Well, it'll be the same map, but you know, I'll restart it with like new knowledge and returning blaze style. Give me that. Give me some stamina. Yeah, I'll try again from the beginning with a bit of fucking knowledge on what to do with this game. Because it took me so long. Like every time, I'm not even joking, the first couple of times I tried to swim away from my home, it got attacked. I tried to build something, it got attacked. I felt like every time I added something new to my base, I got attacked. And I really think it was just, it took me so fucking long between every activity that it just caused me to get attacked by something. Because the timer would run down. I don't think it would take me as long. And I think it would be nice to try to go for electricity. But this is like in the event that like I get killed out here and my base is like constantly under attack or something. I can't do anything because I don't have any weapons and my base gets destroyed. That's iron. The new roof I smell. Time to attack. Yes, it's exactly like that though. I put down the grill, got attacked. I put down the armor healing thing, I got attacked. I put down the research bench, attacked. I put up a wall. I put down a foundation, I got attacked. I'm not even joking. I was getting salty about it. I'm like, is this like an upgrade mechanism type thing where as you progressively get more advanced, you get more attacks? Like I was counting how many people were attacking me. Like I said, at first I thought it was nighttime because I did a lot of my building at nighttime as well. And I'm like, no, it happens during the day as well. I put down these lovely foundations, a couple of little planter boxes, and I went off to fuck around on some island. And it's like, your base is under attack. And I'm like, what? And of course I didn't have a boat. So by the time I swam back, it was basically all gone. I think my rubber duck that you get when you arrive on your castaway island type thing and a mirror was the only two things that I still have. Which kind of sucks. Is that... Let's see, what else is here? There's my boat. Already done kind of like a run around. Done most of the area. I just want to bring back the wood and stuff because I was doing stuff. I was building planter boxes. Like, I can maximize building stuff. I've played enough 7 Days to Die. I kind of know what to do in that, you know, sense. Oh, potatoes. Fuck yeah. I can make alcohol. Do I have enough? Yeah, no, if I get enough wood, I can make some planters and I can plant some cotton. And cotton will give me cloth and cloth will let me make more planters. And then then I'll end up with a... What was that? It wasn't a gunshot, was it? No? Apparently alcohol. I've made 3 bottles of alcohol, I think, so far. Potatoes don't seed for some stupid reason. I will this time just take it straight to the planter and see if it will let me seed it. Because obviously, like, the way you would seed a potato in real life is you cut it in half and put it face down into dirt, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I can't get fucking any plants to stay alive, so if it grows, it's more of like a fluke of nature than me actually like knowing what the fuck to do. But I'm not actually joking. I had a co-worker was like, oh no, you've just got to try. Like, they genuinely, like, really sweetly, like, bought me, like, this, like, little, like, individual planter type thing that you could easily take good and simple care of. It was, like, no bigger than a foot, and, like, an actual, like, human foot size little planter thing. They were like, you can sprinkle in a couple of these little seeds. I think one did lavender and one did strawberries. And strawberries are, like, one of the easiest things to fucking get to grow. Like, they're not hard. So, anyway, I promptly planted the bastard things, and I'm like, trust me, they're not going to do it. About a week later, I saw some, like, little green sprouts, and I followed the instructions to a fucking T, right? I followed everything. I tried not to overwater it, tried not to underwater it, tried not to give it too much sunlight, tried not to give it too little sunlight. I tried not to look at it the wrong way, you know, just in fucking case it had beef with that. I'm not sure. But either way, I came back, like, a couple of days later, and they were all, like, laying flat. They just completely just crumpled under their own weight and died. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then they just died. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything, but I briefly got my hopes up when I saw them sprout. And then I was just, like, mad at my coworker, because I'm like, I told you this would not happen. I told you this specific thing would happen, that they wouldn't grow. And now I'm just, like, extra sad because, like, I failed even, like, trying as hard as I fucking could. Like, I'm not joking. My garden does the best it ever does by me just leaving it the fuck alone. It's, like, wild and free nature out there. I have various animals. I occasionally get, like, legitimate, I get Australian wildlife. I'm in suburbia. I get Australian wildlife. I get echidnas and all fucking stuff in my backyard. They're big too. They're really heavy. Yeah, F for respects, I'm sure. But yeah, I don't know. As long as I leave my fucking garden alone, like, no, I wouldn't say Knuckles. This was a pretty heavy duty echidna. Plus, echidna, not hedgehog. Echidnas are, like, pretty fucking solid. It was really hard. It was, trying to, like, burrow, to obviously, like, get away to safety, but I owned a dog at the time, so I needed to, like, relocate it out of my yard to somewhere that actually was safe, and, it did not want to go. It did not want to go. And it was, like, legitimately fucking heavy as. Surprisingly so. They do not look that heavy. What is that down there? Is that Wag's tail happily laying at a prolic side, snuggling Lady Wolf? No. I'm gonna scrunchie your mush into the side of my leg. Not Wolf, that's what I'm gonna do. Your mush is a face, just for anybody that doesn't know what that is. I don't know if that's a family term that, like, my family uses to refer to, like, an animal's face, or if that's something that, like, legitimately exists in the world. I've got a potato I need to try to plant. Knuckles is the only reason I know that echidnas exist. Don't know anything else about them. See, I thought... Wait, is Knuckles an echidna? Not a... I thought they were, hedgehogs. I thought, Sonic and his pals and stuff were all, like, hedgehogs. I need to put something away out of my inventory so I can pick shit up. Maybe I grab some cloth if I have some, and we make some more planter boxes, yeah? Inventory full. No shit. Okay, put that back. Got various worms and shit. Yeah, no, that's interesting. I did not know, because I, like, legit thought that they were, like, little, I thought they were hedgehogs. Because, yeah, when I originally picked it up, because I don't know, I was just casually talking to my neighbor about it, like, a day or so later or something, and he was like, oh, I wish you'd let my kids see, because, like, they love, like, Sonic and shit, and I'm like, I was confused then, too, because I'm like, aren't they hedgehogs? Sonic, Silver, Amy, Shadow are hedgehogs. Tails is a fox. Yeah, I knew Tails was a fox. Knuckles is a kid. Oh, okay. Man, I did not fucking know that. That actually makes a bit more sense because of, like, the dark quills and shit. Because, yeah, like, echidnas have got, like, that really nice, like, darkness to, like, their quills and shit. Can you plant that if you got to it plants it. Holy shit. Where did that plant, though? There? There? Oh, God. Anywho, sorry. Fucking exciting moment when I realized that I can actually plant a fucking potato You might actually get additional potatoes. Rogue is a bat. Cream is a rabbit. Those are all regulars. I knew about the rabbit. I don't remember the bat. Mind you, like, I also haven't watched, like, Sonic and stuff like that since I was real little. We're talking, like, I don't know, somewhere in the 90s. So depending on which one I've seen too, it could not, maybe not necessarily be the same. Like, they do change them a little bit between types. Although generally they do keep them mostly the same. I should have enough to do this. Yep. Okay, they're all planted. One of them is a potato. This one over here apparently is a potato. But cream exists. Often until someone talks about her. I remember her. I never knew her name. I always knew she existed. And it just, I don't know, it's just one of those things I'm like, oh yeah, there's a rabbit in there. Like, logically, I don't know how to say it, but like, it's one of those confusing logic things where it's like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. There's definitely a rabbit there. But I'm like, I don't remember the why. I just remember, like, occasionally they interacted with other characters, like, I don't know, situations and stuff, you know, when they're, like, offering help or doing stuff or whatever. I always consider it as, like, accepting quests and shit. And, yeah. I always figured that she was, like, one of those randoms. Not, like, a kind of staple, what do you call it, background character? I'm out of cloth. But I just harvested cloth, so am I really out of cloth? Because I say maybe not. I was going to say nay, but then I was also going to throw a pun in there, and I just wasn't quite sure if I was ready for that. I don't know if anybody else was going to be ready for it either. Sorry, I'm still tired, but the energy drink's giving me a little bit of, like, go. So now I'm just, like, weird tired, which usually happens kind of, like, during my streams when I'm, like, tired-ish. Can I get just so far? Let me stand on this thing, yeah? Can I get here? Yeah, somewhere usually in, like, the last hour of a stream. I normally go a little bit loopy. Perfectly normal. Nobody question it. It's usually because, like, I don't know. I'm tired at that point. I love, like, my social, I wonder if I could put that closer, maybe. Yeah, maybe I can. That's not going to bother it, having a fucking lantern in the way, is it? Depending on the media, there's multiples. In Archie Comics, there was partially a rubber-sized adult rabbit, but she was only a comic run. There's old school for me, I guess, stuff, though. I guess it was running when I was a kid, though, still. I didn't know there were comics or anything. Keep superhero stuff. I knew about a lot of the other comics because my dad was a mega collector. So we had all sorts. Probably my favorite comic that's not actually, like, say, not really a comic book comic type thing, but I would say it would be Foot Rot Flats, just like an Australian, New Zealand. It's really a New Zealand comic about a border collie and a farmer and stuff. But, like, you know, I grew up with, like, the DuckTales comics and all the different, like, DC Marvel stuff that used to exist back then. I had the Archie comics. I had, like, a whole bunch of other stuff. I just don't remember what they're all called. The problem I find out there is a crab over there. I wish I could remember them all. We had such a huge fucking collection. We had a book room dedicated just to, like, comics and other stuff. And my dad used to read, like, proper novels and stuff like that, but to encourage us kids to read, they'd have, like, a fuck ton of comic books. Like, originally you used to be able to borrow them out of libraries, and at one point libraries kind of, like, got rid of them. You used to be able to also get them from, like, local markets and stuff, which is pretty good because usually the market ones, they might be, like, maybe a little bit damaged or, you know, a little bit, like, sun worn or, you know, water wet or something like that, but they're mostly fine and they're good enough to, like, read. And Dad bought comics often. I don't know if he really reads anything outside of superhero stuff. What is it? Maybe Transformers, G.I. Joe in relation. I had one of these long boxes. was it long boxes he would keep them in. Never filled it in either way. Comics in the library sounds like a nightmare. Graphic novels format, basically normal books, is a lot more durable. Yeah, I know about the graphic novels and stuff like that because, like, obviously, like as I grew older and stuff like that, like you also get like manga and stuff like that's also in like graphic novels usually. But we never really had those at the library. They were not something that they would keep in stock because obviously it wasn't particularly translated to English. But like we get other stuff. I want you and water, I think. Yeah, we'd get other like longer, thicker comics that were like a book. But they would have a bit more durability. I don't know how the libraries managed to keep comic books in good nick. They did do it. They had some, but you know, it was one of those things that was like kind of a high turnover because they either wouldn't let you like take it out of there, like you had to read it while you're at there, like you get special permissions to like access it or something, or you would need an adult with like a good standing history of like borrowing books or some shit to get permissions to like be able to borrow it. So, and basically my dad being a super heavy reader, like we could normally get at least a book, a comic, something. I need to check my fish traps. Hold on. I've got some coal on me. Comics do be frail like that. They really are. And the funny thing is, like, I look back at some of them and I'm like, how the fuck did this thing survive, you know, being, you know, handled by fucking children all the time? Mind you, we were also taught that, like, if we were going to read a book or something like that, we had to sit somewhere, like either on a chair or in bed or at a table or something like that. And we had to read it sitting there. We weren't allowed food or drinks with it until we were, like, older. Which made sense. Kind of kept it in better condition. And then I guess as we grew older, we just obviously had a bit more natural respect. By then, a lot of the comics were absolutely like cactus because they'd had our entire childhood growing up to our teens. And the only reason why we were still reading them was just because, like, nostalgia of wanting to go back and read a story we'd already read and felt like reading at that time. Let me get a bit more of this shit to put in here. But yeah, I don't have any like that anymore. I think it would be very hard to find them like that these days. It was like you'd either need it to be in fucking perfect condition or you'd need to be okay with it being as falling apart as possible. Either or. And like while I've got a bookcase, I mostly have manga in there. I have a couple of like full novels, a couple of like game manuals, stuff like that. But like I don't really have any delicate comics. I have got one set of a large collection of like Foot Rot Flats comics, but not the whole collection, and they are extremely delicate. Even though they're like sideways, like, I don't know, solidly sized books. They open sideways, so they're not like tall. They're like landscape instead for some reason. I remember slightly ripping pages of books randomly due to my hand twitching sometimes. Never happened with comics, but it might be because of being paranoid. Maybe. Like, I don't know, books and stuff, like, when it comes to reading books and stuff, I'm a lot more pedantic about that. I hate having to lend out a book to somebody to read because, like, I don't like my book getting creased. And I know several members of my family love to, like, dog-ear their pages. And I'm just like, I provided you with a bookmark. Please just use it. I'm trying to keep this thing in, like, pristine condition, so I'll have it for, like, 30, 50 years, you know? But no, it always came back with, like, you know how they get, like, that sleeve cover thing? Like, they would remove it and, like, sit it in, like, you know, they'd have, like, their cup of water or something on the bedside table and they'd end up sitting it in that at some point in time. And so it'd have water damage and it would be curled up and the laminate, like, edgings and shit would be shit. And then they'd have, you know, all the dog ears throughout the book. And I was just like, yeah, He has lost your privileges to borrowing my books. Fucking good job with that. And yeah, I basically stuck to it. I'm like, if you want the book, buy it yourself because I'm not lending it anymore. Like, not if you're going to treat my stuff like shit, I'm not. Just trying to make a couple salads up just to get rid of this shit. I have a lot of strawberries and a lot of lettuce. Cabbage. Sorry, I don't know why. Then that's still got stuff. Yeah, I don't know why this salad is made with lettuce. Sorry, cabbage, strawberry, and lemon. I still don't get it. And it's cooked. So I really don't get it. It's like soggy, jammy citrus liquid. Maybe. Dog ears are folding the corners. Yeah. That always just use something as a bookmark. I remember using playing cards. Yeah. Like, I actually had, I think 4 bookmarks because I might be reading like a few different books at a time. I used to read quite a lot actually before I started getting like, you know, a phone that could allow me to read on it instead. And yeah, I used to have, oops, I got a full inventory. Yeah, I used to have like multiple bookmarks and stuff. I still do. Like one of them, ironically, I've still found in a book that apparently I had stopped reading and put back at one point and completely forgotten about. I found that like the other year and I'm like, huh, I guess I was reading that. Either that or I just need to store it somewhere or something. I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Do I need 2 or 3 for this? 3. Do I have 3? Yes. I do. I keep trying to make these into potions every time I find them. So if I could just get them out of my food inventory, that would be great. Let's have that last sippy cup. I can top up the water. Alright. So, grab that. I guess we do have a lot of bird meat and shit. Yeah, put that on there. No, go that one. Yeah, that'll do it. Used to read a lot. I lost patience attention for anything but manga after stuff happened in high school. Forcing it hasn't been working. I was gonna have some of my water. My voice has been kind of shit tonight again. Yeah, no, I don't know. I tend to find that like I prefer to like lay down and like read a physical book, but at the same time, like keeping up on it, like getting them into Australia for starters, depending on what kind of book you want, is fucking expensive. Same goes for manga and stuff like that. Like sometimes I actually just have to go and like get a book online. Like I've got like a heap that I'm trying to collect on Kindle at the moment because I just cannot fucking get them in book. And I would love them as a book, but it will cost me about $20 for I think it's every 10 that I want to import into Australia, on top of $20 per book as opposed to $8 in total per book on Kindle. And I could buy a lot of fucking, you know, volumes of that book on Kindle for that price. So it's annoying, but I'd rather have the book in person, but sometimes it's more cost effective. It can be frustrating. I would check out multiple books from school, read them all that afternoon, night. Yeah. I didn't tend to check out a lot of stuff from school, surprisingly enough. I think by then, if I wanted a book, I just bought it because I was over trying to, like, you know, borrow it and give it back and prove the condition it was in, because my school was kind of like dicks about like, oh, you definitely did this to it, and it's like, you do remember handing it to me in that condition, right? Like, do you? Because I sure as fuck do. I remember it being like in a shit crumpled fucking situation. I fucking took care of it. I'd wedge it between 2 really heavy, thick books and make sure that I like got it home in one piece and returned it in one piece. Oh, it just sounds rough. Granted, it would be, for me, since I have so many fucking books to read now, even before the arseload of manga I've got to read too. Yeah. I'm not surprised by that. I might just give her some food and then pop away her ingots and stuff. I actually had a pretty good run at this today. I'm actually just at the end of my stream time. So just give me a hot minute to finish up everything. And, the funny thing is, like, I try to think back occasionally. Like, it's not like it's been that long, but, like, I try to think back sometimes, like, what I used to do. And I literally only got a phone that can, like, access internet and stuff like that only about 2017. I'm not joking. I didn't have a data plan or a phone that could actually, like, open a web page before then. And now I do. And I do just about fucking everything on it. I watch shows, I read stories, read fucking manga, I do all that stuff on it. And I'm like, I sit here sometimes thinking to myself, like, what did I used to do? What did I used to read? It has me wondering,